Child poverty, New Zealand's most talked about and least cared about social issue. Or put more simply, a National MP's worst nightmare. No, seriously, comes up in Parliament, everyone's engaged, National MPs kind of go, ooh, social issues, no, that's us done. Now, typically the accepted age for youth is 13 to 24, but I wanted to talk about all youth, primary and secondary aged, because contrary to popular belief, if you're under 18, you're still a child. Recently in the media, we've heard some pretty disgusting statistics around child poverty. 180,000 children go without things they need. Food, warmth, clothing. That's 17%. 260,000 live in poverty. That's 1 in 4. And in the low decile schools Campbell Live visited in January of 2015, 48% of primary school children and 64% of high school children came to school without lunch, many without breakfast. And these are heartbreaking statistics. When you include the fact that New Zealand is a first world country and by definition these issues shouldn't exist, it becomes even more depressing. And the consequences are detrimental. These consequences come, you really begin to question the ability of the government to do its job, protect the people, especially the vulnerable. When youth go to school hungry, they can't concentrate, their academic growth is impaired, and they become disheartened. They drop out of school, and their options are then limited. A 2000 survey of children in Japan showed that those who skipped breakfast ability to concentrate and learn was significantly compromised. A further study in Malaysia quoted lack of focus, interest, and ability to engage as direct consequences of having no breakfast. You cannot be expected to learn and succeed when you feel like this. That's like asking a bus driver to stay up 2 days in a row, full 48 hours, and then go and do a 10-hour shift. We wouldn't do that because it's irresponsible and it's not safe. So why do we ask the same of vulnerable children with consequences that will affect them for the rest of their lives? And the sad thing is, it's not getting any better. According to KidsCan, they feed 40,000 children, nearly a fifth of the 229,400 children in decile 1 to 4 schools every day. That's 20,000 more on the waiting list, and research shows that the number of children needing the aid is only increasing. Just because the school is decile 1, it doesn't mean their brains are, or should be. The government has a responsibility to address these issues, and by extension, MPs. And they haven't. They just shoot down proposed bills for feeding New Zealand's youth and send it back for review. How is this issue being addressed? It's not. If not for the sake of human decency, then at least because in the long term it provides amazing benefits for New Zealand. Youth with full tummies can concentrate. These youth graduate, they learn and they graduate, and they go on to becoming successful contributing members of the New Zealand public. MPs need to step up and take notice of these issues facing vulnerable youth, particularly when they're so easily rectified. Because in the words of Marama Davidson, simply, it's an investment.